Okay, in this video clip, you're going to learn how to create and modify a table, how to change the table layout, and how to change the table design. So to begin with, I'm going to open this file. Control End will move me to the end of the file, and I'm going to click Insert Table. And I'm going to drag the mouse pointer down and to the right until the number above the grid is 3 by 6. So 3 by 6. And I'm going to click. And then I'm going to type the text in the cells as shown in 4-3. I'm going to press Tab to move the insertion point to the next cell, or Shift Tab to move the insertion to the previous cell. So for instance, Adventure, Tab moves me to the next cell. If I hold down Shift Tab, it moves me to the previous cell. So I'm just going to go ahead and, when you're done typing it, if I look like something that I have here, you decide to add first choice travel discount prices to the table. To do this, position the insertion point in the price cell. Click the Table Tools Layout tab, Table Tools Layout tab, and then click the Insert Right button in the Rows and Columns group. Right here, Rows and Columns group, Insert Right, inserts another column. I'm going to click in the top cell of the new column and type FCT and press the down arrow key, and I'm going to type the remaining dollar amounts. Next, I'm going to delete the Special Circle Island row. To do this, I'm going to click anywhere in the text Special Circle Island. I'm going to make sure the Table Tools Layout tab is active, which it is. And then I'm going to click the Delete button in the Rows and Columns group, and then click Delete Row. So Rows and Columns, Delete, Delete Row. And now it's gone. I'm going to insert a row above Adventure. To do this, I'm going to click anywhere in the text Adventure. And then I'm going to click the Insert above in the Rows and Columns group. With the new top row selected, I'm going to merge the cells by clicking the Merge Cells button in the Merge group right here. That makes it all one. It's a good way to type it. And I'm going to type the title in all caps. Maui Flights. Select all cells in the table by clicking the table move handle that displays in the upper left corner right here. I'm not going to click and drag. I'm just going to click it to select the entire table. And then I'm going to change the font in the Home tab to Constantana. And the font to 12. And then we click outside the table to select or to deselect it. Hey, I want to make a comment here. When you go to select the table here, you click this, that selects the entire table. That's important to note, okay? Don't ever click and drag that because it will mess up your alignment of the table, and it's hard to get that back. And another thing, when you do click it and it selects the whole table, you know it selected the whole table because when you turn on your show hide, you can see that this extra stuff outside of the table is selected. That means the whole table is selected, and what you're going to do is going to affect the entire table. You'll see why in the future. Now, I'm going to click in the top cell containing the text Maui Flights. And I'm going to click the Table Tools Layout, and I'm going to do Table Row Height, and I'm going to make this row height be 0.4, and I'm going to hit Enter. Makes it a little bit bigger. I'm going to click the Insert Left button in the Rows and Columns group. Insert left. That inserts a whole nother column. And it says here With the cells in the new column selected, which they are when I put it in there, click the merge cells, make that all one, and I'm going to type Hawaiian Adventures. And then I'm going to click twice on the text direction in the alignment. Text direction once, text direction again. There we go. Then I'm going to click the Align Center button in the alignment group right here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see this better once we're done typing. And then position the mouse pointer on the grid line between the first and second column until the pointer turns into, I'm going to make sure I don't have anything selected. I'm going to click off that, but I'm going to turn it into a double-headed arrow. Pointing left and right with a short double line between. I'm going to hold down the left mouse button and drag to the left until the table column marker displays at approximately the half-inch mark on the horizontal ruler. So I'm looking up here at the horizontal ruler. I'm looking right up here, and that is about half inch right there. Okay? And I'm going to position the mouse pointer on the grid line between the second and third column, right here, until it turns into a double-headed arrow. And then I'm going to drag to the left until the table column marker is on the 2.25 marker. So this is 2.5, and 2 1/4 would be between that, so about right there. Now, I'm going to follow the same procedure to drag the grid line between the third and fourth until it's at 4 1/4. So right here. And it's important at this stage that you do not have anything selected. If you have something selected in the table, it's going to mess it up and only change the size for the selected text. Okay? All right. And if you hold down the Alt key while dragging a grid line, column measurements display on the ruler. Use these measurements to change the width of the fourth column. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to change this. So I'm going to hold down the Alt key. And when I click, until the measurement for the fourth column is 0.68. So I'm going to click and drag until it is 0.68. Well, that's probably close enough. I don't know that I can get that. I'm not seeming to have any luck. Maybe you'll have better luck than me, but I'm just going to leave it there. Okay. Click anywhere in the Maui Flights text. And then Align Center, which aligns it in the center, very center, top and bottom and left and right. And select the 4 cells containing the headings Adventure. Okay, I'm going to select these 4 cells. And all I do is I just clicked and dragged. Okay, with the cells selected, I'm going to do the Align Center button, and it helps if I hit the left mouse button, and Control B to do bold formatting. I'm going to select all of the cells containing prices. So that would be all of these. Align top center right here. And if I just point at that, it'll say Align top center. I'm going to horizontally center the table on the page by clicking the Properties button in the Tables group. In the Layout Properties. I'm going to click the Center option in the Alignment section. Table, Alignment, Center for the entire table. And then I'm going to click OK. Okay, and it's starting to look a little bit better now. I'm going to click outside, so nothing's selected. Okay, now changing the table design. I'm going to select Maui Flights and change the font size to 16 point and bold. And then I'm going to select Hawaiian Adventures. And that's going to be 14 bold and italics. And I'm going to click anywhere in the table, anywhere, and I'm going to click Table Tools Design tab. That's where it gets fun. Then I'm going to click the More button that displays at the right side of the thumbnails in the Table Styles group. Table Styles. Have to be in the table first. Table Tools Design, Table Styles. I'm going to click the More button. Then I'm going to click the Grid Table 4 Accent 2 options, the third option in the third row in the Grid Tables section. Grid Table, third option, fourth row. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I point at it, Grid Table 4 Accent 2. Yep. Okay. Notice the color and border style formatting applied, and also notice how the style changed the cell alignment for Maui Flights and Hawaiian Adventure from align center to align top. Okay, experiment with additional styles by clicking the More button at the right side of the thumbnails in the Table Styles group and clicking the Grid Table 4 Accent 1 option, which is the second option in the fourth row. Okay, and then we're going to change the formatting by clicking the banded rows option in the Table Style Options group. To remove the check mark. Okay, mine's already removed. Click the Branded Columns option to insert a check mark. Okay. Oh, branded rows. Okay, so I'm going to do banded rows, unselect it, check columns. Then I'm going to click the header row option to remove the check mark, and the first column option to remove the check mark. Okay, and with the insertion point positioned in a cell in the Table Tools Design tab selected, so I've got to be in the table, Tables Tool Design, selected, click Header and Row option in the Table Style Options Design tab. Header row, okay, and then first column option to insert a check mark. And I'm just noticing how it's putting the shading and everything back in. Click the Banded Columns option to remove the check mark. Okay, and now that took away the shading. Click the Banded Rows option to insert. And then you can see how you can turn the shading off and on like that. Applying the table styles removed the horizontal alignment of the table. Horizontally align the table by clicking the Table Tools Layout tab. Clicking the Properties button, center in the alignment section, and OK. And then apply heading 1 to the heading Island Sightseeing Flights. Right up here, heading 1. And Maui. Click the Design tab and apply the Lines, Design, Lines Simple Style Set. Line Simple, I'll click that. Change the style colors to blue-green colors, blue-green,